Hi everyone who subscribes to my channel. Well, as you know, I'm an ex-Jehovah's Witness. I'm shunned. Um, I was illegally adopted by John and Raylene DeSadler in 1968 or 69, I don't know. They don't know where I was born. They just went to some office and picked me up. I was abused horrendously as a child. My mother has to be a sociopath. I mean, no one breaks the bones of a toddler. I was always told that I wasn't normal. I was kept isolated, of course. Not allowed to have friends. Basically, it was come home, study the Watchtower, read the Bible, stay in my room. No playtime. My dad, John, he always wanted to be martyred. I remember 1975. He very much wanted to be, killed. There was even a time when deputies came to our house in London, Ontario, and it was the end of 75, and he thought that they were there for him. The Great Tribulation had started. So he rang the elders to say, it's here and they've come for me, and I'll see you after the resurrection. And I was 7, and their son was 10, and he's telling us that they're about to murder him. And, we're hysterical children. And the deputy steps inside and he says, Mr. DeSadler, he goes, I'm not sure what's going on, but your stepmother, Florence DeSadler's ashes have been dug up in the backyard of your former home. And we can't find your father. And we were just wondering if you could take possession of the ashes. So that was a letdown. Dad was hoping he'd be killed. By the age of 12, in 1981, my school, Arthur Stringer, realized that there was something very wrong happening inside our home. John, he was the presiding overseer, an elder. I mean, he was paying prostitutes for sex and committing adultery, but, they also knew that there was some severe violence going on because of the just the injuries. I've had a fractured skull, broken arm, just horrendous injuries, to a child. And then, of course, when I was, it was about May of 1975 again, when we went door to door, Dad would give his full name, address, and phone number. So, he would just allow anybody into our home to witness to them. And there would regularly be, middle-aged men come into our home, wanting to, learn about the truth. And John would be all for it. And on a couple of occasions, these men would excuse themselves to use the bathroom, which was upstairs, or the main bathroom was. And on at least one occasion, one of these men came into my bedroom. A few weeks later, I got very, very sick. And our doctor, Brookschwager, was a Jehovah's Witness sympathizer. And I was diagnosed with gonorrhea. So I was, I had only just turned 7. So yeah, in 1981, the school called them in for a meeting and said that they were calling in Child Protective Services for an investigation. They came home from the meeting and they were screaming at me, "We're not going to jail because of you. I'm an elder. Nobody judges me but Jehovah." And the next day, our house was put on the market, and I was taken out of school. And this was in May of 1981. And we left London and we went to Belgrave, Ontario, where my dad's sister lived, and she wasn't a JW. And because my adoptive mother was born in Australia in August of 1981, they fled the country to Australia, where we've been ever since, to avoid